You're never going to get that champion that you totally invest in, because with a one-loss record of up and down, he can lose at any given time.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Riding with Russo. Ladies and gentlemen, the person's in the name, the namesake, ladies and gentlemen. To my right, he is the bro of bros, and I don't care what anybody else says. He's probably going to have some competition coming up soon, so be sure.
Well, I always I won't mention it because I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, no leaking.
But I always say the person of who you speak is the king of bros.
The king of bros.
I always say that. Yes, I've said that. I bow down to him. Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he made bro before bro was cool, ladies and gentlemen. This guy right here, regardless of what anybody says, he's the man right here. It's Vince Russo. How are you today, my man?
I am doing all right. Dr. Chris, what about our girl Mandy with a makeover, huh?
Yes, he's got black hair now, long black hair now.
Yes. Yes.
A weird faction. I'm not really sold on the faction she has now, but hey, she's got like triple bounties now, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I was thinking about somebody, because Dana Brooke is still kind of like just out there right now.
Yeah.
And so I forgot who I was talking to, and I was like, man, I think maybe on Pancakes and Power Slams. And we talked about a name who could be a potential like replacement bounty for to team with Dana, but I forgot who it was. What other blonde-haired person is on the main roster right now?
Gosh, bro, are there any?
Natalia, I think that's it. Isn't she blonde or
reddish,
yeah,
brownish?
For some reason, I'm missing it. I thought there was another female blonde. I don't know.
God, the only female, well, it's Carmella, but she's not on Raw.
Well, there you go. Dana Brooke and Carmella, the new bouncies. I don't think that will work out. And I think Carmella's a brunette. I think she dyes her hair blonde, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah.
Before we get into the show, we want to give our guy Greg Bush from Sportskeeda a big shout out. He contacted COVID a few months ago, and he's been really struggling in the hospital and things like that. So Sportskeeda is actually wanting us to give Greg a big shout out as he's recovering from COVID and is just difficult conditions right now. So Greg, Vince, and I,
yes,
we wish you the best. Our prayers are with you. Our thoughts are with you. Recover well, man. And because we're going to bring the bounties back just for you, and we're going to give you a big drum roll too.
That's the least we can do. Yes.
You in, Vince?
Yes, 100%.
All right, this one's for Greg. Here we go. Here we go. There's get, there's well, and there's soon right there. Get well soon, baby. Here we go.
Very nice. Very nice. Greg, I don't know you, but I want you to get well soon, Greg.
Yes, Greg. He's a fellow Sportskeeda analyst. So
nice.
Yeah, man. Get well soon, Greg, man. All right, let's get into Big E. So Big E, he is the WWE Champion. It's interesting because it took a very, very long time for the WWE to have an African American champion, and The Rock is Samoan African American, and Kofi was the first African-born WWE champion. Bobby Lashley is the first African-American champion. And then here comes Big E, filling that role as the newest African-American. I believe he's from Tampa, Florida, born in Tampa, Florida. And so, like I said before, we've had this conversation about Big E before. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a big E guy. He's one of my favorites in WWE. He is just the the quintessential example of someone who busts his butt and start off with a King Kong Bundy 5 count in NXT, became Dolph Ziggler's heavy going to the main roster. That turned into a babyface push for a second, feuding with McGillicuddy, Hennig. His name was Curtis Axel at the time. Won the Intercontinental Championship. Only had a bit of a short reign, and he was jobbing out to Russo for a lot around not too far after that. And he was just really kicking and clawing and scratching. Became a member of the New Day, really revitalized his career, and won a bunch of tag team championships. They decided to branch off and give him a singles push that he's deserved for a while, and now he stands as the WWE Champion, Vince. So big kudos to him. For the people I know that's in the business, many people are saying that he's just a genuinely nice guy and deserves every bit of it. So, Vince Russo, your thoughts on Big E winning the championship? And as we go further into this discussion, we're actually going to talk about specifically our thoughts on how long Big E will keep the championship. So, your thoughts, Vince?
You know, Chris, it's funny, man, that whole history you laid out. And Chris, I did not see a lot of that because when I was actively working, you know, I left TNA in like 2012. I did not watch WWE. I hadn't watched WWE. Shoot, bro, I honestly did not watch WWE from the time I left in 99 till 2000. Well, for the last 7 years, I've been doing the podcast. So I really didn't watch it from 1999 till about 2014. Like I went 15 years without watching anything. Wow. Nothing. Yeah. Chris, here's the problem. That whole history you laid out to me, it is very, very, very difficult, Chris, when you have a guy with a long history and it's up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and then you want people to buy him as the champion.
Yeah.
Because the people are going to remember the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs. Bro, if you look at guys, and this is going to tie into, something I want to talk about tonight. Bro, let's just take Hulk Hogan. That wasn't Hogan's career beforehand. Like the minute Hogan came to the WWE, I believe he started off as a heel. I believe.
Yeah, well, he was with Blassie.
Yeah, he was he did not do the up and down, the mid-level programs. He did not do any of that stuff.
Yeah. Vince
had Austin as the ringmaster, but bro, for a very, very short time.
Yeah.
So when Austin didn't go through years and years, Warrior didn't go through years. Savage didn't go through years and years. Bro, when you've gone through win-loss, up, down, win-loss, up, down, Dolph Ziggler, win-loss, up, down, and all of a sudden you're the champ.
Yeah, Taker is another one.
Yeah, bro, you're really starting with like 2 strikes against you, and it's got nothing to do with Big E whatsoever. And here's my concern, Chris. Here's my concern. Do you know what I'm seeing here?
What's that?
I'm seeing another Drew McIntyre. I'm seeing that same path for Big E because he's not, Chris. You and I know with our vast knowledge and time in the wrestling business, bro, there are 2 champions that really work. Okay. And it started with Bruno Sammartino, and Hogan followed up in the footsteps. And that's the baby face, the big baby Bruno, the big baby face, and Hulk.
Between them 2 was Backlund.
Yeah. And Hulk. And you usually had the heel manager or managers throwing every guy at the bit, and they would build that guy up undefeated. He'd be killing people. Then he got Bruno, or then he got Hogan, and you're like, this is it, bro. Hogan ain't gonna get past Bundy. Hogan ain't gonna get past Stud. Hogan ain't, so you got the baby face with the throwing, the Heenans throwing everybody at this guy. Okay, and that's how Hogan was built. Now here's the other story, bro. You got Austin, who was chasing, and every obstacle was thrown by this guy. Vince McMahon threw every single obstacle at this guy. So my point is, bro, when you go back to Bruno, you're talking about like late 60s, early 70s. Bro, those two scenarios work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They work, bro, but we have not gotten that in a very long time. And that's why, when you have a Drew who was up and down, up and down, and up and down, and it's like, okay, bro, let's strap the rocket on Drew now. Bro, we don't forget the past.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Biggie. Okay, bro, bro, he was with New Day and they were throwing pancakes to the crowd. That's the problem, bro. They need a fresh face that they can build. But again, Chris, it goes back to what Triple H said. So you're never going to get that champion that you totally invest in. Because, with a one-loss record of up and down, he can lose at any given time.
Yeah, that's the fantastic point.